Hello guys, Michael here from Xcub 60cc build and review of the 60cc Hangar 9 Xcub. Picking up off the previous video that I made in this multi-part series. Almost up to the maiden flight. As an update, I wanted to give you guys on this video. I wanted to let you guys know that I'm up to the 3rd litre now of fuel in the engine. As I said, I'll be putting through a minimum of at least 5, maybe even 7 litres of fuel before I actually do the maiden. And there are a few cosmetic things I still have to do on the aircraft. For example, the cowl still needs to be cut. FYI, for those of you who wish to know, I will be cutting them as per the real Xcub, where the vents have very prominent, very visible slits in the actual cowling on both sides of the plane, on both sides of the cowl, sorry, and also a hole here. That'll also be cut. Not sure yet whether I'm going to be baffling the motor, as static testing on the ground still, I still get around about 145 to 160 degrees Celsius on the ground at full throttle. FYI as well, for those of you who are interested, maximum RPM I've been able to record is 6,123 RPM static on the ground. That's on a medium rich setting on a fairly cold day, or fairly cool day, 19 degrees Celsius. And I was at around about 1,400 feet above sea level where I live in Victoria, in the country. So those of you who also are wondering, and I have had a few people ask where I store, or where I actually place the batteries while I fly, I just wanted to give you guys a quick tour of the aircraft while it's on the ground, and where I place the batteries, and also how I've done the fuel tank. So the fuel tank is an Extreme Flight 770 milliliter tank, I think. Please don't ask me to convert that in ounces. You can ask Siri if you want to convert it. But here in Australia we use litres, we use kilometres per hour, we use, what else do we use? Basically everything that is opposite to the United States. So I do apologise if I'm not able to convert that for you guys. But I'm sure Mr. Google or Mrs. Google can actually do that for you guys. But the maximum temperature is 160 degrees at full throttle on the ground. Now, the reason why I'm not sure if I'm going to baffle it yet is because when it's getting real air through it, real airflow, I may not need to have the baffles in there. So to save a little bit of time and weight, I'll hold off on that until the maiden flights. So, flight pack batteries, twin 2200 milliamp, 25C discharge, 7.4 2S lipos, connected to what is it, XT60 plugs, one for each port on the Spectrum 20 channel receiver, smart receiver. And then this one is a 3S 2300 milliamp 45C discharge lipo for the electric starter, and that goes onto here, which is the starter module. That requires a 3S. So 2 S's for the flight pack, or the receiver, sorry. And those of you who are wondering why there's 2 of them, it's got a redundancy system in there. Pretty much the same as what Powerbox has for Taba systems. But I use Spectrum, so I don't need a Powerbox system. I can just go straight onto the receiver itself with 2 batteries. Telemetry in there as well. My LED lights are powered by a 2S 7.4 800 milliamp 20C discharge, which is there. If you haven't guessed already, I always fly with Jesus. I am very Christian, very Catholic in fact, and if it offers me more protection, I'm pretty sure, every time I fly, having him in there with me, as it's a fairly expensive plane, so the more protection the better. My starter battery for the electric ignition, which is the spark plug, is powered by the 7.4 2200 milliamp 2S lipo 45C to 85C discharge, and that mounts here on the side. But what I have to do first is put these in. So don't be afraid to cut the floor of the aircraft, guys, because you're going to have to if you're going to be mounting your batteries where I mounted mine. But once that's in there, the seats go in just like so. So pretty much simple. And then the second seat goes to the back. And they just bolt down. So it gives me enough room to mount the, to have space for the seats and also a pilot in there as well, which will make it even more scale when it flies. So I'd like to conclude this video here. Please click subscribe for those of you who are interested in my videos, and hit the bell icon as well, so you know when I post my videos in real time. I do appreciate those who have followed me since the start. I know this is a very amateur take on a build of a plane, but I appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Once again, Michael, signing out.